It is time for the Women's Championship Final here in the 2024 OmegaBall Showdown as we welcome you back to the San Diego State Sports Deck here in the East County of San Diego, California. Ricky Lopez, that's been my partner, and my name is Mark Rogandino. Happy to have you along for our coverage. 3 teams enter, only one will be champion when it's all said and done.
Who's going to take the moment and make it theirs? You look at all of the talent for Dior Independence and SoCal Select. It sets up for an intriguing matchup, but if you have to pick one, you have to look at Dior because they have so much fire attacking power, but it's going to be a fantastic final.
Tell you what, that's the perfect place to start. Let's look at Dior on the road and how they got here. They were in semifinal number 1, and they found goals from a lot of different contributions, but it was Cassandra Ceja who was on fire.
She's been so impressive. She can do a little bit of everything for this Dior side, whether it's creating for herself, but creating for her teammates. She's a player that you have to be aware of at all times if you want to get Dior out of this game. But for the independents as well, they are fantastic. You look at a player like Hoff at the deep line position. She has the ability to pull from a deep line position. You have Andrada, you have Romero. This team is a full team full of talented players.
And it will certainly play out in this final. We saw some great defensive effort from Amber Huff as she was able to defend and put the ball in the back of the net. So those are the 2 first-place winners in the semis, but it was SoCal Select who were able, through goal differential, to get themselves in, and that was the reason why they find themselves with an opportunity here in the finals.
And a player that you need to look at is number 5, Funk. She was fantastic for SoCal Select as well.
Ricky, take us through the rules. Very different game than traditional soccer, including the 3 teams and 3 goals.
3 goals, 3 teams. Expect chaos, no offsides. Goalkeepers will have their say so they can step in and supply some goal-scoring opportunity. 3 13-minute periods here in OmegaBall, and you look at the starting lineups for Dior. How good can Soto be? How good can Cibrian be? And Reyes. You want your goalkeeper to not only make big-time saves, but be comfortable on the ball as well.
End-to-end action with the 3 goals and 3 teams trying to defend. We'll see which of these teams can go after the biggest women's OmegaBall purse in history, as one of these teams is going to crown themselves the 2024 champion here on the sports deck of San Diego State. You see the 3 goalkeepers there ready for action. Ruth Soto, Noemi Reyes, and Yasmin Cibrian as we're underway, and immediately tested there is Cibrian, the goalkeeper, and coming up with the save to make sure that Independents, who won semifinal number 2, do not concede off the opening kick. Glad to have you along here on TrillerTV.com. My partner, Ricky Lopez-Espin, former professional in the MLS and USL ranks, and knows a thing or two about scoring goals in OmegaBall all the way back since its inception. And my name is Mark Rogandino. Already a couple of early flashes in front of the Independence goal. Independence in orange. You have SoCal Select wearing the black kits with the yellow numbers on their back. And then rounding out, it was Dior, the team that scored the most of these 3 teams in the semifinal play, in the purple kits. Here is Independence. Off and running, and the right-footed shot there from Nicole Griffith. Independence already establishing defensively stout, but also trying to control things. Slotted home for the game's first goal, and that's Aaliyah Caceres.
Turning her defense into offense for Dior. She picks a pocket of Amber Huff, and a clinical finish to this near post to get Dior on the board first.
It seemed all too easy, Ricky. She found the ball at her feet, a couple of touches, and then just side-footed it home into the corner. Here is Amber Huff. She was one of the stars in Independence victory in semifinal number 1. Romero with the layoff, and she's a star again. Huff with the first goal of the night in the finals for Independence.
Starts this attacking phase, continues her run. Romero plays a fantastic ball into her path, and the game is on. Independence get their first goal to draw even with Dior. Notice how she takes her first touch in stride, so that gives it an easy finish for a play of the quality of Amber Huff.
Yeah, look at the open, the hip there from the 24-year-old San Diego resident. Here's Romero. She was also one of the stars, and a touch enough to bang it off the top of the crossbar as Reyes called into task for the first time.
Nothing, for some.
one more time as this one routinely rolls into the gloves of Noemi Reyes. Long ball forward, but Independence has numbers back there to collect it. It's the long distance shot again, but this one not on target for Amber Huff. So Independence and Dior striking first in the opening moments of this women's championship final here in OmegaBall. Last minute defending coming over there for SoCal Select as it's Aguila. And a long distance shot from the left foot of Mile Johnson. She was the hero that helped provide the goal differential enough to get SoCal Select into the finals. Ball will start here at the feet of Cibrian. Finding Romero. Dispossessed though. Loose ball and a whistle, and a free kick upcoming. As we are about 4 minutes through this opening period of play, it'll be SoCal Select with the free kick. Direct effort on goal coming off of the right foot of Sarah Funk. She was busy defensively as well as getting into the attack in the semifinals.
Plays a very similar role to Amber Huff for the Independents. So look for her to lead from that deep lying position. Funk is a quality player, number 5 in black.
Speaking of Huff, wide with the left-footed effort there. So it's SoCal Select, who for the moment had possession until that one is deflected out. But last touch by Independence. SoCal Select in black, the closest player there, so they get the edge kick to put it back in play. But Romero stepping in. Romero with a bullet that is parried up and over the top. Big save there from the goalkeeper.
Hey, beware, beware.
Let's take a look at Reyes in action again one more time.
Flawless positioning from Reyes. If she's a yard off of her line, this is a goal to push it up and over her crossbar.
Tell you what, Romero caught it clean on the volley too, though.
Good pass. Good pass.
Medeiros trying to turn out of danger, but a giveaway. Right-footed shot, and Ceja, who was very active in the leading goal scorer in semifinal number 1, but the 22-year-old has it deflected away. It will be an edge kick coming up for Dior. SoCal Select with numbers back to help out defensively. Now can they transition out into the attack? A long distance shot, and this one is parried off the bar by Yasmin Cibrian.
It's a lot of movement on that ball. Cibrian does quite well to keep herself behind it and make clean contact to deny a goal.
Amber Huff will find some space, trying to let it fly. That one deflected, and maybe a chance here for Dior to find a second. There is Ceja, and no doubt about it this time.
Beauty of OmegaBall, how quickly things can happen. Amber Huff pulls the trigger, redirects back into Ceja, and makes no mistake about the finish. Just roofs this thing to give Dior the lead.
The 22-year-old living in Long Beach with Division I college experience, and she put it on display, not just here, but in the semis.
Just notice how quickly she grabs her hips and catches this ball cleanly. No chance for Cibrian.
Back into action. Dior trying to battle and win it again. Deflected away, and that will one hop into the gloves of Ruth Soto. Dangerous at the back here from Elizabeth Lyons, and now Ceja, who had the last goal here in the first period. Lyons touches it past the oncoming defender in Sarah Funk, but Funk really good positioning to get back to it. Now the centering pass. There's an open net. But Johnson couldn't spin onto her right foot and fire a shot on frame. Here is Funk, able to turn and open the hip. Now setting up her left foot, deflected on the way in. And so SoCal Select, through the efforts of Sarah Funk, will get the free kick.
It's that second touch that gets her in trouble.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And a goal, just like that. Might have been Sarah Funk. Either way, SoCal Select are on the board. The goals come fast and furious. You can't take your attention off it for a moment. So Dior have 2. As that one deflects last off of Independence. But now it's on the referees to rule who was closest when that ball went out of play. Let's go take a look at that last goal just to get some clarification.
Quick restart. The heads-up play here from SoCal Select, and what a strike that is to get themselves on the board.
And SoCal Select want another one as they find their second. So a little bit of a slow start, but Select finding their second to pull level with Dior, and now it's Independence who will chase the game in the closing 4 minutes of period number 1.
Start to see how quickly things can change when one team gets in a rhythm and gets some confidence.
Long distribution here from Reyes. Finds the gloves of Cibrian, and goal for Independence. Huff from distance. Ball had some movement on it, but it comes right into the gloves of Noemi Reyes.
It's an impressive save from Reyes. There was a lot of movement on that ball. Her 4th save in this final.
Relentless as soon as the ball is back in play from Independence. The winners of semifinal number 2. But they trail here in this one. That one did not miss by much as it whistles past the upper corner. And again, it's Dior trying to ask some questions in front of the Independence net. Huff now for Independence. Can the team in orange level this up at 2 all the way across the board? Here's Huff one more time. She's shown the ability from long distance, this time playing it wide, and the follow-up shot comes up with a big save from Reyes. Off and running our SoCal Select. And tripped up in the middle part of the park as Aaliyah Cáceres, who has one of the 2 goals for Dior, whistled for the foul. Spinning back the other way, but I think that was deflected on the way in after the shot there.
Good read here from Funk.
Timely tackle coming in from Aguila. But the giveaway as Huff steps into the passing lane. Now Huff coming from long distance here, deflected out in front. But Ruth Soto pouncing on her own rebound. The quick distribution. Ceja already has one here. Looks like she wanted to spin back toward the Independence goal, and now she does against the numbers, but it doesn't matter for Cassandra Ceja.
When you have a player that can create her own shot, it's such a luxury to have, and Ceja does just that. Picks up her head, no pressure, going back the other way. Huff answers right back. 2 fantastic goals from 2 talented players. First from Ceja, and then from Huff.
And we can see it, Ricky, from our broadcast position. When Huff laces into one, ball has all sorts of movement here in the San Diego air. Huff responsible for both of the Independence goals. She's not the only one with a brace here in the women's final. Cassandra Ceja has it too. And here comes Cáceres for Ceja.
One thing we've noticed from this women's final early on, how expansive all of these teams want to be. But now that results in a lot of 1v1 activity. So how good can you be at putting your defender on their heels and taking your chances?
Romero Ayers pinned back, trying to create some width here for Independence, only to see her run out of real estate. Remember, this field here in OmegaBall fits in about the size of 1/2 of a regulation soccer field. So it's tight spaces, free-flowing. And as we like to say, use that hashtag chaos on the pitch. Romero's left-footed effort goes up and over the bar as we're down inside the final minute of period number 1. Ball in front, and it comes all the way across the face of Noemi Reyes' goal. Not sure the 20-year-old keeper knew a lot about it, but nonetheless, it drifts out harmlessly. And there is the horn to bring the opening period of play to a close. A tightly contested affair here in this 2024 Women's OmegaBall Final. Independence find themselves with a pair. SoCal Select with a pair. But it's Dior who won semifinal number 1, who have 3. And again, their leader, Cassandra Ceja. Second period action is next.
OmegaBall is played in a circular field with 1 soccer ball, 3 teams, and 3 goals.
Over the target and big saves.
Each team consists of 5 players, including the goalie, which equates to 15 players on the field at one time.
Going to be some chaos on the pitch.
The field rules are basically the same as soccer. Substitutes can come on and off the field at any time and are unlimited for any player.
Looking for an opportunity, goes right into the upper corner!
In OmegaBall, any player can score in either the 2 opposing teams' goals, and this includes the goalkeeper.
Shot will go. Oh!
Play must restart within 5 seconds, just like free kicks.
OmegaBall is about scoring lots of goals. It's about fun. It's about fast play.
OmegaBall changes the game and is the ultimate competition.
There's another one for Smoke. No offside, no throw-in. That's why the goal can actually come fast in period. He's come alive here. And another one there. And they'll be leaving as champions once again. That is exactly what OmegaBall is all about. To you. Bring you back to the OmegaBall Women's Final here on the sports deck of San Diego State University. Tightly contested through the first 13 minutes as we head toward period number 2. But first, some highlights from period number 1. All 3 teams, Ricky, finding their balance.
All 3 teams not missing a beat to get in a rhythm. Huff was fantastic for Independence. Ceja, like we mentioned in the open, she was the best player for Dior, and it sets up for an intriguing second period, all to play for in this OmegaBall Final.
Yeah, Ceja had 2 right there, but there you saw the finish by Alia Cáceres. She opened the scoring. So Ceja with 2 for Dior. That's the reason they have the lead. Huff had 2. And then you have Medeiros and Aguilar, who both found the back of the net. And now the teams will rotate 1 spot clockwise to begin the second period. That way you simulate level playing conditions for all 3 of the teams here in this final. whether it's wind, the surface in front of each of the goals, or even the lighting from the sports deck here. We want to make it even all around. A long distance shot coming off the right foot of Kimberly Medeiros, who had 1 goal in that opening period. And as we're underway here in the second period, a reminder, OmegaBall, the proud partner with Flight, based here in San Diego. Flight is the official game day ball provider for the OmegaBall Championship. Independence in orange, SoCal Select in black, and our leaders Dior with 3 goals in the purple kits as we're underway here in period number 2. Ricky Lopez Espin, Mark Rogandino, and the rest of our OmegaBall team. Happy to have you along here on TrillerTV.com for the live action from here in San Diego. It has been a non-stop affair, both on the men's and women's sides, leading us up to the final. Cleared away by Lions. All 3 teams battling for the ball. And it looks like it was Independence who took the worst part of it there.
Face.
Yawara went to try and win it, but she did pick up the whistle. Huff off the free kick will send it up and over the crossbar of the Dior goal.
Moments like that, Rogo, that if you are Amber Huff, if you just pick up your head, SoCal Select's goals wide open. You do OmegaBall, you have not 1 but 2 goals that you can attack now.
Independence find the feet of Romero. Collection with a defender on her back.
Man.
But it's Dior who win it, and the shot right into the gloves of Cibrian. Full head of steam for Huff, off and running, leaves it there for Romero. Wisely switches directions and then pulls the trigger, but it goes over the bar.
Exactly what I've talked about. You start on one side, now you quickly change and go the other way. Romero does a fantastic job. That last bit of quality goes up and over the crossbar.
Here comes SoCal Select.
Nothing in. Set to her.
Romero chopping it back onto her left foot, finds the open passing lane. But Yawara heavy with the first touch, pops loose. Almost a chance there for SoCal Select to try and vulture one in front of the DR net.
Nothing back. On it again. Step.
And there's a shot coming off of the right foot of Sarah Funk.
Good.
Dior in the lead and looking for more.
Fine.
Not to get it right there, as Cassandra Ceja sends it wide. Huff heading it forward for Romero. Oh, she couldn't collect. It was a difficult ball all along, so it's Ceja who has the same situation and cannot find the first touch.
Taking a little bit in this second period for teams to get in sort of rhythm. We've seen a little bit of sloppy touches, passes not finding their intended target. So when that happens, you just want to slow the game down and play a little bit more simple so you can grow some confidence.
No goals so far through 3.5 minutes.
Good save
of this second period, but a big save right there from Ruth Soto.
And it's also that risk versus reward. Yes, you want to build out of the back to draw both teams out of their shape. Good goal here.
Long distance range, but quickly it's Huff back the other way, deflected, but deflected out of play. It was Mile Johnson with her first of the final on that last one for SoCal Select, so they pull level with Dior.
Really clever from Johnson. Everyone thinks that she's going to go to Soto. Goes the other way, catches Cibrian sleeping, and gets SoCal Select tied for the lead with Dior.
It's knowing those moments when you can pivot and go back the other way based on spacing that can make the difference in this game. Here's Romero pushing forward. Got caught with the ball too far out in front, deflected on the way, but an easy save there for Ruth Soto. She rolls it out to get the possession going back the other way, and nothing doing on that attacking sequence for Dior.
Rogo, we talk about technical ability and vision being so important in OmegaBall, but body position, the way that you receive the ball is equally as important, because if you receive the ball with your hips closed, now that closes a half of the field. How quickly can you play to both goals? Good opportunity here.
Seha, Seha, Seha! Say 3 for Cassandra Seha. That's her 3rd here in the finals.
Picking up right where she left off in the semifinal. Right foot, left foot, back of the net every single time. Gets her hat trick.
Loose ball tackled away by Yawara. Let's go back to that last goal for Cassandra Seha.
And notice the way that she uses her body. Puts the ball between her and the individual marker. Low and hard to that far post. Great goal from Seha.
All right, here's a chance though for Independence. We've seen Amber Huff unleash on the free kick. Well, that one goes right into the wall. Follow-up opportunity finds the back of the net. Not exactly the vulture sequence you expect to see in OmegaBall, but nonetheless, Elizabeth Lyons will count it just the same.
Love the quick reaction from Lyons. First to react, get it on target, you give yourself a chance. And now Dior have a little bit of breathing room between them and SoCal Select.
All of a sudden, for the first time tonight, we see Dior have a 2-goal cushion below SoCal Select and 3 in front of Independence. On the spot, right place, right time there for Cibrian as it one-hops into the gloves of the Independence keeper. Remember, SoCal Select and Dior played against each other in the semis. It was Dior who ended up winning it, but because of goal differential, SoCal Select find themselves with an opportunity for a bit of a revenge.
We counter off the touch. Yes, there we go.
Loose ball back in front, and there is an easy finish to beat Yasmin Cibrian in goal. Another one for Cassandra Seha. She now has 4. Independence hoping they can pull one back here. Ball pops loose. Yawara defending. Spinning and going back the other way for SoCal Select was Aguila.
Hey, North, she's that way. North, she's that way. Go play.
Big ball over the top.
That was a deflection, that wasn't it.
And something that I've noticed for the Independents, they elect to play out of the back for Cibrian. That tells you how comfortable they are with the ball at her feet. And what that also does, that pulls out one of the 2 players.
Romero got around the first challenge, and she will get the whistle. And a quality spot for a free kick upcoming here for Independence. Veronica Romero, the 25-year-old, has been probably, along with Amber Huff, the 2 best players on Independence here in both the semis, which we saw earlier, and now here in the final.
These 2 players have a really good relationship and understanding between one another.
Huff goes direct, and it's the 2nd time here in the 2nd period. We've seen that, Ricky. Not effective for Independence. They might want to rethink that if they get another quality look like that.
Those are chances that you need to take if you have any hopes of clawing yourself back into this final, especially with the quality of Amber Huff. That needs to be a shot on target.
Return pass, not there from Medeiros. Huff runs it down. Romero in a great spot. What can she do with it? Out in front, a defender and a goalkeeper to beat. Trying to spin. Was that inside the area? And I think it was. And for the first time tonight here in the final, we're going to have a point to the spot. Romero came deep into the goalkeeping area, shielded the ball, but then had her feet clipped out from underneath her. And you got to think this is going to be Amber Huff. Are they going to leave it for Romero?
Black official warning. Black official warning. Go. Back.
Black, as you can hear from our field mics, receiving the official warning from encroaching inside the area. And there it is. No bones about it. Romero making sure that after she was tripped up, she makes it pay off. Her first goal of the final. She had 2 in the semis. And Independence climbing right back in it.
And restart opportunities are a great way to claw yourself back into this game, especially when you're not creating through the run of play. I love how Romero puts herself between the ball and her defender, steps up, and just roofs this thing. No chance for the goalkeeper. Fantastic individual effort.
Romero now on the ball, displaying a little skill check there in the middle part of the field. From long distance, oh my! A second from Veronica Romero, and this one, quality and clinical from distance.
In the blink of an eye, how quickly they get themselves back into this game. The Independents, big-time players step up in big-time moments, exactly what Romero's doing.
Can Dior find their footing again here in the second period as Independence, both of the 2 semifinal winners, doing everything they can to ensure they've got a shot when we get to the third period to become champions here in the women's OmegaBall final.
Good idea.
No pressure on the ball, no problem. Just watch the movement from Romero. Knuckling, dipping, no chance for Soto.
Ball bouncing around, and a big save there at the back. Cibrian did well to make sure she laid out to get it. Claims for a handball, and that will be indeed the case. So Independents have scored twice here in this second period, but it's Dior who have scored 3 times, who have the lead. Centering pass from Ceja. Oh, she left it on the doorstep there for Oliveira. Over the top for Romero. Changing directions and going for the corner, and it didn't miss by much. Just outside the far post.
Talk about body position, the way that she receives the ball. Now she has the ability to go to both goals. Makes a decision where the real estate is. Nearly misses that far post.
And it's that kind of intellect, right? That education of knowing when you can spin and go the other way. You don't see it from all the players, but the players that figure that early are going to give their team a shot at becoming a champion.
Those little details make a massive difference, especially when you're talking about the final here in OmegaBall. Take any sort of advantage that you can take.
Funk could not keep it in. It was a difficult pass coming back out from Noemi Reyes. And with about a minute to play here in the second, as Huff will send that one well wide.
Hey, let's go. We got to get one more. Last minute. Purple.
Here's Reyes for SoCal Select to knock it back in play.
Strong, strong.
Long distance, and what a strike from distance it is. Mile Johnson with her second of the finals.
First, it's a great first touch from Johnson to keep the ball close to her, and it's a secondary goal back to back.
Caceres opened the scoring for Dior, and now she finds her second.
Stay in that space. Hey, check your shoulder, check your shoulder.
Off of the post.
That's you, see it, see it. Good. Way to hustle.
Oliveira will play it away from danger. Now a long ball up and over the top. Ceja, she have one more in her before the horn sounds of the second period. And it looks like not this time, as the final few seconds should tick off the clock. And there is the horn to bring the second period of play to a close. Dior had the lead after 13 minutes of the first period action, and they will have the lead again. 4 goals for the team in purple. They'll take a 3-goal cushion into the third period next. Welcome back to the Women's 2024 Omega Ball Final. It's the start of the third period. Dior with a 3-goal cushion over Independence and SoCal Select heading into what could be the final 13 minutes of play here on the sports deck at San Diego State. Cassandra Ceja, she was phenomenal in the semis, and it kept going so far here in the final.
4 goals through the first 2 periods, but she's been so impressive for Dior. And the movement that she does before she gets the ball, getting herself in a dangerous position, but every single time she's in front of net, she's cool, she's composed. She's a big reason why Dior approaches this third period in the lead.
And there you go. Look at the second period scoring summary. Ceja has been able to find the back of the net multiple times. Actually, if you combine the semis and this, Ricky, she's got 10+ goals so far here in the tournament. The teams rotate one final time, and the long distance shot for Romero, who continues to find her touch. Veronica Romero, right off of the kick for the third period, tallies that one into the back of the net.
And what a start that is for the Independents to get their 5th, not even a minute into gameplay in this third period.
See if that will give them a bit of a spark here, as they need to close what was a 3-goal gap between Independence and Dior is now just 2. Watch this again.
Well, there's information on this pass from Huff, and that's a nightmare for a goalkeeper to deal with right as it skips off the deck. Great call for Romero.
Dior through Ceja, trying to see if they can cushion that lead one more time. If it's Independence who can score again, all of a sudden it's going to really tighten up the pressure cooker here in San Diego for Dior. Dior and Independence were the 2 semifinal winners, and SoCal Select was the team that, by virtue of goal differential, were the lone second-place team out of the semifinals to qualify for the final.
Nothing through us. Yes.
Centering pass and a wide open chance in front cannot be converted by Vianney Romo. No, my mistake. That was actually Aguilar with the right foot. She scored earlier here in the finals.
And those are the chances that you need to take if you have any hope of getting yourself back into this final.
Ceja had some hope right there. The loose ball. Good save by Cibrian.
Yes, again.
Left-footed shot goes up and over the top of the crossbar. Not sure Ruth Soto was really certain of where that shot was going, but it did not find the back of the net.
Ah, my bad.
Independent surging forward, looking for a chance. Right-footed shot denied. Yawara with the right-footed effort as she was sprinting into the attacking end.
It's a nice run from McNeil. That long touch to create separation and forces a nice save from Reyes.
Dior trying to find some freedom now here. Big ball to find Cassandra Ceja. Can she add to what has already been a remarkable performance here in both the semis and now the final for Dior?
Hey, unlucky, unlucky. Reset, reset.
Reset, and it'll start with SoCal Select. Mile Johnson deflected out by Amber Huff, and out now for another edge kick on the other side again for SoCal Select. SoCal Select, the team with the fewest goal total so far in this final. Big ball forward here for Ceja, and she couldn't find the first touch. And that one will roll out of play, so it'll start in the gloves of Noemi Reyes. Romero.
Still in.
Nearly causing problems again one more time. Here is Ceja. Ceja with a wide open chance and a wide open finish. Her 5th here in the finals, and a much needed one there for Dior as they restore that 3-goal cushion.
Take that, Ceja. That's huge. Just one in front. Just one in front.
Ceja one more time. You can hear her teammates urging her on just to go solo 1v3.
No turn.
Deflected shot off the right foot of McNeil Yawara.
Still in. Going.
Always finds herself in a dangerous area, Seha. The patience, the ability to read the game, and the finish yet again, 5 in this final.
What is amazing, Ricky, is, listen, you know she's going to try and go with a solo effort and finish, but she's still done it 5 times.
Can't stop her. And if you do throw not 1 but 2 defenders her way time after time, she makes the right decision. She brings a teammate in. She's been a complete player for Dior.
Huff has been quality from long distance, but not on that try.
Step in front. Don't leave it open. Don't leave it open. Good, good. Wait in front of her.
Delgado will release it away from pressure. Back out in front. Big time save there from Cibrian. Jasmine Cibrian with a quality save right there.
Hey, face, face, face. You two, Amber, on purple. Beware. Beware.
Both Independence and SoCal Select have to find a way to fight their way back into this final as the time continues to tick, and Dior are 7.5 minutes away from not only crowning themselves champions, but putting their hands on the biggest women's purse ever in Moneyball history.
You're looking at the Independents, the team that's going to maybe push Dior to the brink. Amber Huff needs to be a little bit more influential, really quiet in this final.
Now, she opened really good in the first period, the first 13 minutes, but as you just mentioned, Ricky, she really has not seen a lot of the ball and consequently not a lot of chances for Independence since then. Whistle and a free kick upcoming.
Stay strong, stay strong. Don't let up, don't let up.
Just under 7 minutes to play in this third and final period. Routine stuff there for Jasmine Cibrian to pull it down for Independence. Now finding Amber Huff. Huff looking for the opening and always leaning back, and the shot always rising and going wide.
She has the space to take a secondary touch because as she tries to go a little bit early, she's leaning back. Her balance is off, and that's why it goes off target. Little moments like that, you're asking for a little bit more of composure from Amber Huff.
Hey, take that, take that. Right. That's you.
Dior will send it in direct. Loose ball on the doorstep, and it somehow stays out. Can Independence take advantage of it now? It's Romero who's been spectacular here in the finals. She's dispossessed, and Dior with the long distance shot.
Way to be strong, Liz. Keep that up.
Huff has that one deflected out of play.
Hey, hold our shape. Hold our shape.
I have to. Take it, take it. Yes, sir. Stop. Get to that.
Hey!
Seha upended just out in front of the Independence goal. And maybe that's the only way you can stop Cassandra Seha from scoring. Physicality knocking her to the turf. But you also give away a great free kick spot now for Dior.
Other way, other way. You have Liz behind. You have Liz.
Good recognition here from Dior.
That's you, Liz.
And a chance for Dior to add another, but a big time save.
Hey, good luck, good luck.
Noemi Reyes came up with the goods on the save. It was a 2v1, and that one being the goalkeeper, Reyes.
That's the beauty of OmegaBall, not 1 but 2 goals that you can attack. A lot of traffic in front of 1 goal, go back the other way, but take nothing away from that save from Reyes.
Reyes will do it again right there if she can with the save, but no. Some of her teammates come in to help out to stop Cassandra Seha, who has 6 goals in this women's 2024 OmegaBall final.
Good luck.
Cleared away by SoCal Select, asking for a deflection and last touched possibly by Alia Cáceres, but that's not the case. It's Dior who put it back in play. Here is Cáceres into the gloves of Cibrian. Quick distribution back out the other way. Great turn on the ball, loose ball out in front, and vulture goal coming for SoCal Select. Delgado with her first of the finals.
Bit of a vulture goal here from Delgado to draw even with Independence. Can SoCal Select continue that momentum at the back end of this third period?
Now remember, here in the third, there's the definition of the vulture goal. When one team is in an attacking position to score on the goal, as that one is fired in by Amber Huff. Her third of the finals. But to continue the conversation, when one team is about to score, but yet a deflection or a rebound finds its way to the other team with an easy tap in, we call that a vulture goal here in Omega Ball.
Come on, last 3 minutes, Purple, don't let up.
You don't have to do all the hard work to get the finish if you're in the right place at the right time. Delgado looking for another one, but that one right into the gloves of Soto. Big save there from Cibrian to parry that away, and that'll lead to an edge kick. Chance to restart things for SoCal Select. Funk to play it back in play, and now receives the return pass.
Nothing in, Purple.
Sarah using her dribble to find some open space, and now back in. Ball in front, loose ball somehow pushed away.
Yours, Seha.
Seha pounces on the loose ball. Seha with another finish, and that's 7 for the gal who wears number 6.
Just no nonsense from Seha. So instinctual, so intentional, the way that she drives with the ball. And as the goalkeeper comes off of her line, simply just passes it by her. Great goal from Seha yet again.
Ricky, she's got you as a former goal scorer. She's got a really good knack for drawing attention one way to leave an open corner the other way, right? That way going onto her right foot, but then it's not a firm finish. It's just precision into the lower left corner.
Just clinical. The way to describe the way that she plays the game. She's smart with her movement, but when she gets in front of net, she likes to slow the game down, and more times than not, she hits the target.
Late arrival from Huff off the feed from Romero, and Amber Huff now has a 4th. Independence not going away.
Starting to become a little bit more influential, Amber Huff. She can be such a weapon for Independence.
No shot there.
She heard us calling for her to step up her game here in this third and final period after she went a little quiet in the second, and she has responded. Right-footed shot there from Andy Arena. Big ball for Seha over the top. Decides to come back against the grain and attack the Independence goal, but that one goes out of play. It was deflected last by Amber Huff and Independence. And remember, in the final few minutes of period number 3, when the ball goes out, the clock will stop. So if you're keeping an eye on a clock and wondering why it stopped, that's the reason. Long distance shot from Funk. Goes wide.
Big one again, big one again.
Dior through goalkeeper Ruth Soto will take their time to punch it back in play. Seha pulling down the long ball. This could possibly seal it. Seha just wide of the near post.
You just see how comfortable she is in tight spaces as well. It's not easy to bring that ball out of the air and take on 2 players and create your own shot.
Into the final minute we go.
We're not done. We're not done. Don't let up.
It should be Independence ball, and it is. Huff looking for the opportunity. Thought maybe it did slip into the back of the net, but no. Noemi Reyes coming up with the save. High pressure here. Romero being unselfish. Romero, and they leave it, and Independence do find it.
Hey, 20 seconds, Purple. Get one.
Slipped into the back of the net.
Ball, let's go. Ball. We got to get another, Purple.
It's a 1-goal margin. That last one finished off there by Sanchez.
On it, strong.
Is there one more in the cards?
Yes, that's you. Away.
Down to the final 30 seconds. It's Dior just trying to play out the string while Independence chasing the game and looking for an equalizer.
Outside ball.
Get in play, go.
We've got 15 seconds left in this women's final.
Keep that, keep that.
Dior just want to keep that clock moving. Out it goes, so the clock will stop again, but it is Dior's chance with the edge kick to put it back in play.
Play smart. Aaliyah, yours.
Central ball. Can you just play keep away for the final few seconds? Space yourself out as best as you can, and there it is. Dior will survive a late rush from Independence, but it's Dior that will claim the 2024 Women's OmegaBall crown here at San Diego State. And Ricky, to be fair, I feel it's deserved. They led by probably the best player on the women's bracket in Cassandra Ceja, and they end up with the 9 gold here in the final as your champs.
They were a complete team, well-deserved champions for Dior. Knew exactly how to attack, which goal to attack, when to attack, and that's the beauty of OmegaBall. Fantastic job.
They won semifinal number 1, and now they win the final. They are the queens of OmegaBall here in 2024. We'll hear from the winners next.
It's chaotic. It's great.
What do I love about OmegaBall?
Was just the ability to poach and being able to take opportunities from guys trying to score on the other opponent's goal. If it came to you, you're able to tap it in and you get all the glory without doing any of the work.
I love that there's no outside.
I'm looking forward to enhancing a new side of my game and seeing what I got.
More pace, more action, more scoring.
I think everybody who watches football loves to see goals. I think that's the main part, the main attraction, is what people come to see. OmegaBall brings that all together and really emphasizes that part of the beautiful game.
Honestly, it's just really chaotic. It's super fun. It makes the game faster for those people who aren't as interested in a slower 2-to-1 score game. You know, they're scoring every 2 seconds, so it really brings the game to the American public in a fun way.
Having that extra team brought a new aspect where you may have an alliance, you may have an enemy. There's 2 opponents, and alliances have the potential of being formed.
It's nice because the space is pretty close, so you always get a chance on goal, and there's a lot of opportunities to finish. I love scoring them 2 goals more than 1.
Lots and lots of goals. More action, more scoring.
The 2024 OmegaBall Women's Final is in the books. Dior. They are the queens here in 2024 on the sports deck at San Diego State. 9 goals in the final to get past Independence and SoCal Select. So who do you want to hear from? The winners. I take you downstairs to my partner, Ricky Lopez-Espin, along with CEO and co-founder of OmegaBall, Anthony Dittman, and the winners, Dior. They got to be feeling good. Ricky.
Thank you, Rogo. Here I am with the winners, the 2024 OmegaBall Showdown winners, Dior, joined by founder Anthony Dittman. Anthony, I'll let you do the honors to give him the cash prize as well as your medals.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
Dior, not only did they win the final, they were very dominant in the semifinal as well, a complete team. And Seha, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You were...
Here you go. Give it a team captain right here.
The team captain. I'll have to be feeling good. Seha, you were fantastic in the semifinal. Talk about OmegaBall. What did you like, the growth, and how can you describe this sport?
Yeah, no, it's definitely different. I've never played it before, and it's been really fun. I think the first game, it took us a while to kind of get used to the game, but I think we really worked together as a team, and we all were on the same page, and we were like, let's just adapt to the game, and we did, so yeah.
Talk to me about your preparation, right? Coming into this game, obviously a big cash prize. There's a lot on the line. What did you guys do to prepare for this game, and how were you guys so successful?
We just said stay calm. That was it. You know, if there's a cash prize, you know, things like tension gets really high. So I think we literally just said stay together as a team, never panic. And I mean, I did panic towards the end a little bit, but you know, but no, yeah, but we were together as a team, and I think that's why we won. So.
Well, Rogo, back to you. Our 2024 OmegaBall Showdown champions, Dior. Gotta be feeling good. Nice purse as well. Back to you, Rogo.
Yeah, great stuff down there from everyone. Hey, Cassandra, if you were feeling a little bit nervous, we never saw a bit of it. Leading the way with goal scoring, and now Dior have their hands on a pocket full of cash. They're your 2024 OmegaBall Showdown champions. Ricky and Rogo back with you to wrap things up next. What a night here on the sports deck at San Diego State, but we're not done yet. Final thoughts coming up after a quick break. A day of chaos on the pitch here at the sports deck at San Diego State ends with Dior lifting the medals and taking home the cash. Dior are your winners here in the women's OmegaBall Showdown final. Yes, it was Cassandra Ceja right here on the ball that led the way with goals, Ricky, but as the team told us, collective effort to win this.
They were balanced from the back. Their goalkeeper was fantastic. Then you push a little bit higher, and it all came down to your big-time players making big-time plays and big-time moments. Well-deserved for Dior.
I think you got to give the surrounding cast credit as well, too, as we bring you back up here to our OmegaBall broadcast position. They knew to feed the one that scores the goals, right? They knew to feed Ceja and let her finish her chances, and boy, did she.
They were decision-making. They were very decisive, and they were very clinical when they've got in front of net, and that's the reason why they're champions.
And that's the reason why they're taking home a pocket full of cash, the biggest purse ever in OmegaBall history. Go to OmegaBall.com for more information. A tip of the cap to Dior as they are the winners here in 2024. For Ricky Lopez Espin, I'm Mark Rogandino. So long from SDSU.